You're watching ChillyBoy Productions. I'm Larry, ChillyBoy Chillson, and this is my reaction to Mary and George, Episode 7. Now, before we get into this reaction, make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button down below so that you can chill with me on each and every one of my latest videos. So, I didn't realize until after I watched episode 6 and was looking up episode titles for, the video and all that fun jazz. Episode 7 is the finale. So this is it. This is our last episode. I thought it would be 8. I thought it would be 10. I don't know what's going on with all of these different series and mini-series, seasons, giving us 7 episodes. What? No. Give us a real episode count. I hate this 7-episode trend. But since it is the last episode, I thought I'd come in theme today for the video. But since it is the finale for Mary and George, I tried to come in theme today for the reaction, at least as best as I could. I had to dredge up this old Prince Charming costume I had tucked away. Thought this is as close as I'm going to get to representing Mary and George. I have a pretty neutral makeup going on here today, but I am a little bit beat, at least powdered. So we're here to watch the last episode of Mary and George, episode 7. And in some kind of style. It's episode 6. If you watched my reaction, you know it pissed me off. How they did Sandy, Mrs. Brooks. No, 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 no. I didn't like that one bit. I knew it was coming. I called her death pretty much from the first time she allied herself with Mary. And then again in the episode, as soon as Bacon was like, I have a favor, I knew he was going to ask to kill her. So here we are. I don't know. I'm mad. I'm pissed. I don't know how we really resolve this all in a single hour. I presume the king's death is on the horizon because he started getting like a bloody nose like his wife did. Parliament is open while George is trying to hook up the prince with the princess of Spain to cause an alliance here. She once again outsmarted Bacon, left, right, and center, and brought George along with her. But now, when she finds out that George was complicit in her girlfriend's death, yeah, we're gonna have an inter-family civil war. That is happening next. If, actually, she finds out, which I think she will. Should have killed Bacon Girl. Should have just offed him, not given him the chance to confess and, just get banished. So this episode, we have a lot to get through, right? We have, obviously, what happens to the king, what happens to George, what happens to Mary, the conflict with Mary and the fallout that's going to follow her girlfriend getting murdered, the whole Spain and England business, and then the whole England being very anti-Spain and having that forced upon them business. How are we going to rectify these protests? There's a lot, y'all. There is a lot. I actually don't know how you get this done in a 1-hour episode. We'll see, I suppose. Or is this coming back for a season 2? I thought I saw that this was a limited series, so I presume it's only one season, but at this point, I feel like a season 2 is warranted, but I guess we'll see after we watch the episode. So there's a lot. I'm nervous. I'm scared, as I always am clicking play on this show. But I'm also very excited to see how we plan to wrap things up. So let's cut the chit chat and jump into Mary and George, episode 7. And of course, this episode is very aptly titled War. Oh, is this the Spanish princess? 1623. Jumping ahead a few years this time. Oh. Is this a wedding day? Courtship day? What is this? In his pink little bows. Hmm.
The fairest breeze
Oh!
found
Oh, wait, he's got vocals.
I
Okay.
heard it singing in the glade. Death death took all my love
Okay.
away.
Very cute.
But you are the warm
Oh, I think she's warming up to
soul.
it. Very
Fair
sweet
is the
display.
season in your eyes. Is calling.
Oh, sir.
I'll wrap your
Right here?
hands in gold divine. Now
Oh.
take me,
George just making eyes with every man up in this
burn
church.
me,
These women are
and
jealous.
England's heart spring.
Yes. She's the only one you needed to clap, sir. And she did. Oh. Oh my. Oh. Oh, it's just everybody making eyes at him. Not jealous. They said, we want you too, boy. If you're gonna get with my husband, you're gonna get with me too, baby boy. Woo! Nicholas, stay being a man whore. And I love it. Let's go to war then. Bacon, you're still alive. Why, though?
You're a funny cunt, you.
You're just a cunt.
Yes.
Ooh.
How did you find me?
I follow the scent of death.
Oh.
What's wrong? Have you lost your nerve?
No, I just don't know
Life is a
if
better
it's...
punishment.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if it's advantageous to actually kill you or just let you live in this
40
squalor.
years of statecraft.
Enjoy the hell I made.
Did you love her?
Okay. Clearly, she did.
Your Irish wench.
What does it matter?
Betrayal is worse. I asked his permission
Ooh,
Your son.
there it is.
to slay your girl. George gave it gladly, even encouraged the act.
That is not my George.
Well,
He is many things, but he is not that.
More of a monster than you thought.
oh gosh. Oh, Mary. I do feel for her a lot in this situation. Everything around Mrs. Brooks, the whole thing is just... But Mary, I mean, when you groom a master manipulator, be ready for them to manipulate and deceive you. Especially, as you said yourself, when they're so beautiful and a man that they can have the entire kingdom in the palm of their hand.
I think we assumed that talks would have started earlier.
Perhaps just hoped. Prayed.
You're unconventional men. Do you think you could sing a song for her and steal her away to England?
Kind of, yeah.
No.
A little bit.
Starting with Prince Charles's conversion to Catholicism.
Ooh.
This is not something that we would agree to. Ever.
Ever. Oh. And y'all knew that was coming.
Thank you very much.
Ooh, these Spanish are petty, aren't they?
Your mother would know what to do.
Oh. She would. But kind of on the outs again with George. Or maybe George is on the outs with her now, so.
Your Majesty.
Wow. She went straight to the king,
A
huh?
wheel shattered beneath me. Luck escapes me at the present.
Ooh.
And I.
Ooh, he said, my unfortune to be running into you right now.
I'm not meant to have visitors. You can ride up to the house, then you can go.
No,
No?
Ooh.
Would you defy me, Mary?
no. A horse threw me as a child. I do not ride. Ever. A carriage. Or I walk.
But it's fucking miles.
How else shall I get there, sire?
Mary! Oh, it's hard not to love a cunning beast, no matter how evil she may be to the core.
Want to talk? Just us.
You're going to seduce him, George.
If Charles and the Infanta marry, it will. I promise you that. As will you.
Oh, okay, George.
Such a promise has no value to me.
Look, I'm just trying to
Ooh,
help
he's playing
you.
hardball.
In my faith, you do not try to bribe a man before God.
Ooh!
Good day.
He said you had the nerve to do this
Let
in
go
a
of me,
holy
boy.
place?
Boy,
Oh,
who do you think you're talking to?
oh, oh, George.
I know who you are.
If you're going to insult me, then go on. You might as well.
I do not need to. Your words and your acts do this for you.
We are negotiating. Just like you wanted your
Ooh.
devious Spanish.
Okay.
Those who defy me regret it.
Is that a threat, sir?
It is,
Is it? Oh my.
sir. I will destroy you.
Oh, George,
Your
okay.
whole sorry fucking country, every last inch.
Now, why did George emphasize the in
How is
country?
it that your king and his son, the prince, they give you so much power?
They don't give me anything.
Because I blow his back out.
I am the power. I am the king. I am England.
Oh. Oh,
Your
George.
insults will be repaid.
Oh my. Ooh. A little behind here, George. Taking authority like this.
What did I say about visitors?
Don't lecture me, Harvey. I'm barely fucking conscious.
Apologies, but the point stands.
Please?
Oh. James.
But I know what men like you need.
Man
Oh.
like me.
What is that, ma'am? Okay.
Disparage me now in my own home,
Oh!
you're king.
Men of feeling. Share it with me.
George wouldn't like it.
Hmm?
I never had a mother.
Hmm.
I know.
Not Mother Mary. Okay.
Or happy. And now we what?
Oh.
We flee from the talks like weak fools?
Talks were never real, Charles.
They felt real, George.
I've grown quite fond of Prince Charles. I like his character.
I'll tell you what happened. It was all a lie. The talks, the match. We wanted to drag it out to embarrass us.
Oh. Is that what was said, George?
You never told me.
That's not what I heard.
She deserves better than a weak boy.
Oh no. Okay, he really is stroking the fire of war, huh?
I've been mocked my whole life.
Yeah.
Behind my back.
Yeah, George knows that. That's why he
in
just said
front
that.
Of my back, everywhere.
As heroes.
Ooh, George
Yeah.
sure did learn from his mama, huh?
That sounds better.
Okay, then. Well, here we go. I thought we were going to get, like, inner turmoil war this episode. It's looking like all-out war with Spain. Great. Look at that little hat he has on.
Did you win peace?
No. We're actually going to stoke the
If
flames
it is
of
like
war.
I could cry.
Mary. Ooh! Ooh! A mother's love. Oh, and she is sitting in on this meeting, an advisor to the king. You'd love to see it.
You didn't answer my question.
Ooh, he is shook.
I've not the energy for bad news. It's
Oh.
more.
And now we're gonna get that inner turmoil war here between son and mother. Ooh.
He's not meant to have visitors.
I'm not a visitor. You are.
Ooh.
We have a room here.
At the king's invitation.
I think he's yours now.
He is no one's. He is the king.
Ooh.
Once
All
you
right,
wanted
Mary.
me to dominate him.
When I trusted you, yes.
I'm still that same boy.
You're not a boy, George.
You know nothing.
I've seen enough to know enough and guess the rest.
Well, once you're done guessing, you can get the fuck out.
The king wants me here.
What is it you think you can offer him that I can't?
Protection. From his worst instinct, you.
He loves me.
Ooh.
He has paid a price for that love, as have I. You let her die like an animal.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, you did. And that was vile.
Have you no remorse?
I have nothing to be sorry for.
Oof.
I fear
Okay.
you might believe that.
Fear what you fucking want. I am going to His Majesty.
Okay,
said
George.
tomorrow.
Ooh, she just needed that confirmation. She got it. That steely look of war is in her eyes.
Oh. That tastes disgusting.
Poppy milk softens the pain.
It softens the cock.
Oh.
Well, if I want to feel something. Not you, lad. Don't worry. I
Ah!
don't have the capability for that anymore. He's as still as the grave. Oh, what have we
Hi,
got?
George. Speak
Why is
true,
it so dark in here?
son.
Part of his new treatment.
Charles, come on.
Avoid light, alcohol.
I performed beautifully.
He did.
I won the Infanta
He did.
to great applause.
Mm-hmm.
The Spanish swines.
What worth is a fucking clap or three?
Oh.
You were there to save us from war.
Oh.
Wretched war.
I think what he meant.
The king knows what he means. That is why he is angry.
Then fucking did. The whole thing was clearly a desperate failure.
Yes,
Let's just leave it to that.
it sure was. Oh.
He flinched
Your escort out.
What?
Thank you.
when I kissed him. Yes. Fuck.
Mommy Dearest has re-entered the game in quite spectacular fashion, it would seem. Shit. Whew, he looks good though, y'all. Pathetic and good. Mary, I think it's time to start working on the sun.
I wanted to ask for your guidance.
Oh,
Father
okay.
will discuss it,
Here he
but
comes.
someone must.
You're as smart as the king, if not more.
Thank you.
You hide it as well as he does. He within indulgence and debauchery. You with your false sincerity.
Ooh.
That's less appreciated.
You don't need my advice, so why are you here? Is it a distraction? Where is George?
Oh. As a distraction. See, she sees right through the false sincerities, boy. Ooh. Ooh. Oh.
Whose devil's work is this?
Mine.
Oh, this is actually very sweet. Oh. We're just gonna indulge in all the madness. The outdoors and sunlight I can get behind, but we can leave that liquor behind, bruh. Your illness. Oh.
Fuck me alive again.
Oh. Wow. Well, alrighty then. But who can blame him? Who wouldn't say that? With George looking at him like that. Setting up this little paradise in the woods.
Welcome home.
That's all it
And
took, huh? That's all it took.
You would have been proud of him.
Would he? I don't know, but I love the sentiment.
Spanish. They are monsters.
Okay, George.
Deceitful men of no faith, none.
Of no faith, huh?
All
Okay.
they wanted to do was demean us.
I thought that faith was the
Your
sticking
son.
point, but okay.
Your love. Will you really let that stand, Your Majesty?
Okay, well, there we go, I guess. That's that.
He only loves one person. And it's not your father. It never was.
It's himself.
You'll risk war to hide your failure.
Yes.
Have you not shed enough blood?
As if no man has died by your hand.
No innocent man.
Well,
You are not who I raised.
she's kind of right about
So I
that.
am, Mother.
No, I never speak against my son, but he's making a terrible
Well,
mistake.
don't start today. We each take our path, and you shall go home. You stayed long enough.
Okay.
Please, don't be concerned. We all want peace. But a message can be sent. Lines can be drawn. As George says,
Okay.
he can be born again. And I believe him. I do.
Well, that's your mistake, King. Our king is very nice. He's a very gentle man, but he is very easily swayed. There's not much conviction to him, is there? Oh, wow. Who are these people? Love to see that, don't you?
Sir Edward.
Thank
Oh,
you for agreeing to meet us.
goodness.
Your Highness, how can I help you?
There will be a speech to Parliament this week. His.
Explaining what we went through in Spain.
Ready?
Absolutely. Aren't we?
We are.
Good. Then Parliament is yours.
Great. We really came back and stroked a
I apologize
war.
for the king's absence.
Really did
Dangerous
what
hour.
Raleigh wanted to do all that time, so
When
great.
foreign forces and our people are looking to us.
So what was the point of this? It was just
the
one
guiding
big
hands of
roundabout,
both crown
actually.
and state to protect them.
Where was that?
I will not recount
Spanish
every moment
king.
in Madrid, nor wallow in pride at helping the prince escape dark Spanish clutches.
Great. As he's out here orgying it up with all type of other people that are not you, King. As he doesn't actually give a damn about your ass, sir. It's true. His mom was right about that. Can put on a pretty romantic face, but this is diabolical.
She's back again.
War is coming. After George's speech, it's inevitable.
He was just showing strength. That's what he told me he would do.
No,
So much further.
that's
Declared
not
it
it.
in all but name.
Ugly words are necessary in ugly days. I'm sure we're far from war.
Oh, you sure about that?
How do you know?
If war is waged or not, I'm still king, remember?
By name. Yeah, she came to bring the truth bomb back to you, sir.
They were abused. I don't believe it, I don't.
Okay.
You would never lie to me so savagely.
Well, it's not the same boy you met
Can you
years
not
ago.
Look me in the eye and say that.
And what if it is too late?
It might be too late, to be honest. It's taken hold of the country. Look at that. Sir, you're still alive now. Do something worth a damn. Stop your country from going to a needless war before you go out. Okay, well, at least he heeded her warning, I think. He's headed back inside, so there's that.
I've never seen war.
No, you haven't.
I'll make you.
Why would anyone want to see war?
Stop the coach!
Oh.
Right ahead, Charles. Make sure the king's safe.
Is she right? War is coming.
Possibly.
Possibly.
That's why Charles and I are here. We're here to discuss this with you, James.
Almighty Zeus cunt!
Ooh! Woo!
Life men have tried to kill me.
I want peace, James. I want the same as you. Peace.
No, you don't.
Death.
Flesh, James. It was for love.
Ooh.
An old fool's lust blinded me. But now I see. You're a traitor.
No.
He is not a traitor. He has been rash, ill-advised, but he is not a traitor, Your Majesty.
Silence! Both of you!
Oh.
From this moment forth, the Duke of Buckingham is stripped of all his titles and positions, and soon at an hour I choose, on gallows I build, you'll hang for the treason against me.
That is
and
not the
my
way.
crown. The king has spoken.
That is not the
I
way.
have spoken under God's eye and mine. George will die. George!
George will die, huh? Okay, well, we all wanted you to undo what George was doing, but not like that, sir.
What happened?
Inhaled smoke. Fire was just an accident.
Where's the physician?
The king dismissed him recently. You should ride to him as quick as you can.
The king recently dismissed his physician. Real great.
George.
Ooh. You know what she's insinuating, sir. If he dies, you don't.
He didn't mean it. Did he? It must be easier for you. You alone with the king.
George, you are my son.
No matter how effed up, you're still her son. Wow. This is how the king goes out, huh? Milk of the poppy. With some bad lungs after inhaling smoke. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's actually going to just straight up kill him. Wow. James, scratch him. Then they'll have... Well, I guess they didn't really have DNA testing back then. Oh, George. This is... Ooh, this is... My son, you have truly crossed over to evil. You've killed the king. Wow. Oh, Charles. Said I liked you and I do, but I don't know that you're ready to be king. Oh, Mary. What have you done, ma'am? Just a devious, devious lineage. Oh, you hate to see him be rewarded with a boy after that. Rewarded with a boy. Okay. What is this declaration? Few years ahead, 28. Okay. And off to war.
Alright, so do you fight this time?
France.
Oh.
Fight
Okay.
again.
France, huh?
Who knows? You fight enough wars, mate. You might fucking win one at last.
Oh,
Change your luck.
okay.
Or is it more than luck, do you think? Callously, yeah? No regard for death, for loss, for other men's suffering, pain.
Oh, you're the maudlin type. I have a room upstairs.
Oh,
We could go.
It's tempting. But no. Sorry.
oh.
On infinite.
You don't remember me, do you?
Who is that?
5,000 men gone. Like that. You really don't remember me?
Oh.
For my lost friends, who died in a war of nothing that you made. Now may you remember them too.
Oh.
Every last man, that long fucking last. George Villiers.
That is it. Wow. Became a warmonger, George. So George is gone. I think an execution would have been better.
What?
Because the war wouldn't have been made.
Master George, would you like to know how?
Why? How else would this end?
Very true. Oh, George. My sweet, pretty, empty-headed, easily manipulated boy. Oh, the family. Oh, wow. Ugh. Wow. Oh. All of this feigned joy at the beginning of the shot, only to get these close-ups of every single person's misery. Ah. Wow. Wow. What an intense, wild final episode. What an intense, beautiful, really impactful final scene that carried so much weight. Zooming in on Mary, because at the end of the day, the buck did always start and stop with you, Mary. This is the life that you fought so hard for, that you manipulated so much for. Ultimately, the life that you just chased and wouldn't stop chasing. And this is where it ultimately landed you, the son that you were pushing, dead, the true love of your life after she warned you and begged you, dead. Many lives around this table ruined in the wake of your actions, Mary. See, I was rooting for her in this episode because George had become quite devious, and I once again hated what he did to Sandy last episode, and obviously to avoid war, please. But at the end of the day, Miss Mary, you are just as much the villain of this whole story. You connived, you backstabbed, you cheated, you ruined lives everywhere you went, ma'am. And what did it end up with? You ended up helping kill your own king to protect your son, a son who was a warmonger and you knew was a warmonger. You helped put him closer to that office. With a king you knew he could more easily manipulate. Thousands of lives lost in countless wars, meaningless war. And for what? What did you actually end up with, Mary? What actually was it? From afar, it looks beautiful. The people are beautiful. The children are smiling. Everybody's eating. But upon closer inspection, it's a hollow void of sadness, regret, emptiness, darkness. Wow, what a final shot. That shot said so much. It did so much storytelling in one single shot to conclude the film. In one single shot to conclude the entire series. Oh, I'm so impressed by that final scene. It really blew my mind. George, I loved you dearly. Seeing your progression from this really naive boy who's being manipulated by his mother, who was just trying to navigate the world, opening up to his sexuality in so many fun ways, progressively get darker, progressively get more like your mother, and maybe worse, maybe not, I don't know, but progressively become everything that you disliked about her, that you hated about her, that you ran from within her, and you embraced all of those things. And you became a war criminal to the world. Cost thousands of people their lives. And in the end, that's what cost you yours. I truly believe there was connection there with that king, with King James. In the end, it was literally your hands that killed him. James, oh, you sweet man who wanted to do what was right, but divulged too much to ever do what was right. In many ways, actually, I always talked about Game of Thrones as I did these reactions, and like Cersei, who, I mean, she still did remind me to Cersei kind of to the end, except she wanted to stop war, and Cersei was never about wanting to stop war. But so much about her character reminded me of Cersei. And then on the flip side, King James. So much of him reminded me of King Viserys from House of the Dragon. More so the TV show than the book, because the book, But a good man, a good person who wanted to do right by the world, who wanted to be good, who wanted to spread love, but didn't have the backbone and didn't have the agency to do so, manipulated by the next in charge over and over and over again, plunging your realm into despair and disaster. And I feel bad. He's a really tragic character. King James, actually. I'm really excited. I've seen videos pop up on my feed that I haven't wanted to watch yet because I'm not that familiar with this real story. So I didn't want anything like big spoiled for me, but I'm really excited to go into the true story behind it all. And wow, just a really tragic figure. Absolutely fantastic series. There were so many amazing performances in here. I didn't give as much shout outs as I should have throughout the series. Tony Curran is amazing in this, and what an episode for him. I mean, he really got to showcase it here in episode 7. But Tony Curran, oh, what a performance. Julianne Moore, just amazing as she always is, and knocked it out of the park. Nicholas Galitzine, he was what really sucked me into coming and watching this series, and he did not disappoint. A character very much like a lot of his other characters in bringing those charms and that personality to it, but also so much different than any character I've seen from him so far. He was amazing. The performances were top tier. The production designs were top tier. The costuming was amazing. The writing was fantastic. Oh, the music, that song in the last scene was also amazing. So not just the original score, but all of the music was so, so good. Oh, wow. What a series. This one's going to stick with me, y'all. That last episode is really going to stay with me. Yeah, I loved it. I thought that last episode was really amazing and perfectly capped off an amazing season of TV or a limited series, whatever. I loved it. So that was it. That was my reaction to Mary and George, episode 7, War. That was my reaction to Mary and George, the 7-episode mini-series. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click that like button down below and subscribe to the channel so that you are always up to date on all of my latest videos. We just wrapped up X-Men 97, fun series to react to. I'm currently reacting to Interview with a Vampire Season 2. If you're looking for some more LGBTQIA content, of course, we'll be getting Heartstopper Season 3, which I'll be reacting to. I did Young Royals. There's a ton. Red, White, and Royal Blue reaction right here on the channel. So I have a ton of LGBTQIA queer content here on the channel. Pride Month is coming up. I'll be doing a Pride Month of movie reviews focused on queer actors, queer subject matters, queer filmmakers, the whole bit. So make sure to subscribe and join me on all of those various journeys. Also, make sure to share your thoughts and comments about episode 7 and the mini series at large, either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!